Hey everybody, welcome back to Banished. So in the last episode we got our tailors set up. Somebody should... Actually, they already are making clothes there. We have a 3 on hand, but we only have 3 tools. So while we have some extra people around, I think maybe we'll build a blacksmith. And maybe we'll put them right here. So let's do that. Let's unpause here, get people working. We'll put the blacksmith right there. We have some free land, there's not anything going on there. We're gonna need to get some more logs and some more stone, so let's also order... Oh, wrong one, there we go. Let's order these trees cut down. And hopefully that'll get us enough wood to make this. We only need, it looks like 20 more. But we are going to need to get some more stone, so maybe we'll go over here and we'll clear some of this out. Once we get these trees chopped down. There we go, that went pretty quick. Oh, still one more to go. There we go. And we're building up a good population of, or a good store of food. And maybe we'll build another house. Maybe just one more while we're thinking about it. Let's collect some stone from over here. One issue you can actually run into is that if you don't, you don't want to build too many houses because then you'll get a whole lot of, oh, people are aging pretty quick. You'll get a whole lot of children and then you'll quickly run out of your ability to feed them all. But if you don't build houses, they will get too old and eventually die, and you can actually have your entire population get to a point where, you know, all the children are too young to, or too old to be fertile. Let's build 2 houses, I guess. Another one right there. Too old to be fertile, and everybody else is dying off of old age, so you can actually lose the game just from having too many people being too old. And I'm actually going to go in here and I'm going to pause these, because I want that blacksmith build first. So we're just waiting on stone for them. Sounds like people are collecting some from over here. Yeah, we got some more coming in. There we go. Okay, we got 50 stone in there. We just need 5 more, and it looks like we have enough. There we go. Now they'll start building it. Come on, guys. There we go. Now this one needs 90 construction units. Takes a little bit longer than the tailors. We're good for firewood though. I'm glad that we're keeping up with that. That's an important one. Now each of these is going to require 8 stone and 16 logs. We'll probably have the logs, but before we actually get construction open on them, let's collect the stone that we need. Let's go get the rest of the stuff over here. And he's not working now because he doesn't have any more leather to work with. Oh yeah, there we go. We get these little icons over people's head, the little tool. It indicates that their tool has either worn out or they never had one. And now they have no tool. They slow down significantly in doing their job when that happens. So let's assign a blacksmith. Hopefully he'll be somebody who has a tool. And like I said, the people tend to shift around to doing a job that's closest to them. So if we look here, Hunter, Forester, Gatherer, Hunter, because they're all nearby. Gatherer, Tailor works in this one. And the blacksmith, apparently. 15-year-old blacksmith. We're getting a lot of people in these houses that are adults. Building these should free up 4 more slots for children, though. At some point, it does become kind of self-sustaining. I'm not entirely sure at what point that is, though. Where you have enough people dying out and moving around that it kind of just keeps replacing themselves. Now, each tool requires log and iron for the iron tool. Or if you happen to get coal, you can make log, iron, and coal to make steel tools. Which I understand last longer, and maybe they work faster. I'm not entirely sure on that. But for now, we'll just go with that because we don't have a mine, and we probably won't for a little while here. We're only into the late autumn of year 3. In the spring, I think we'll have 3 people on hand, so maybe we'll try planting an orchard. Hopefully by then, are we going to get another adult? And not by then. But yeah, we'll free up 4 spots in these houses for additional children once we get these built. Let's unpause that one. And then we'll free up 3 more slots in this house for children as well. So that's 5 additional children that we'll have coming up, which is a pretty good number. I'm actually thinking maybe we won't build this one quite yet. Although we should. I kind of want to get them out of those houses. It's a real balancing game to try to figure out, you know, how much population you're going to be needing and how much you can sustain. Because we haven't been gaining food that quickly. We're only at, you know, about 3,000. And that can disappear very fast. How's this doing? That's producing 721 fish so far. Oh. This one... 1,000 last year. That's not bad. So we're getting some good amounts of fish. In fact, most of our food on hand is fish. The gatherers aren't doing that great. I wonder... Because it has this radius... If we set up another gatherers there... Would it still... Like, would it interfere with their collection? Would it be halved between the 2 of them? Or would they just continue working in this whole area? I don't know. I don't know if that just has to be the area they work in. And it kind of gets, you know, that's the area that you need kind of covered by forest, or if it would actually interfere with collecting from other gatherers. Tristan, Lee, and Lan. They got some fish, some venison, some berries, mushrooms, and onions. Maybe we should get this one going too? I don't know. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. We won't rush it, but we'll have it going. We're in late winter. What do we need to build an orchard? Just use it to define an area. Okay. How big of one do we want? So the maximum size is 15 by 15, which might be a little bit big. And I'm going with an orchard because an orchard's a little easier to take care of than a field. As far as I can tell, anyway. Then we're kind of starting to encroach on the hunting cabin if we do that, though. Well, you know what? I'd like it there for the spring, so let's set it up to do it. Plus, we'll get the logs from them clearing the area, so that'll be good. They move pretty quick when they need to. Those trees are falling fast. It might be worthwhile think maybe to move the Hunter's Lodge a little bit further away. We'll see. I mean, they still got a pretty big area here that's not covered by population. Although I did see on the Reddit somebody said that they had put the Hunting Lodge basically right in the middle of the town, and it still produced food. So, I don't know. I guess your mileage may vary depending on how you set things up, whether it actually works or not. Or whether that, you know, that open land requirement is really necessary. Okay, there we go. So we have the orchard built. Let's ask them to make some peaches, or plant some peaches. We'll reduce that to nothing, and we'll put all 3 of those people into farming. And they'll start coming over here and planting. It only needs 3 at the moment, so that should be fine. The barn is a little bit further away from that than I would like. I wouldn't mind having one right next to it. Just taking a look at what these people are doing. So that person became a farmer. The blacksmith is now over here. So they do kind of... Oh, and yeah, all fishermen in that house. Oh, and there is room for additional people. Maybe they only have 3 children, though. There's room for more. Or maybe once these people get old, these ones become available for, like, the younger generation, maybe? I don't know. We got lots of coats on hand now. 32 coats, 28 tools. Not bad. The next time we get some people, I think maybe we'll put up another Forester Lodge over here and start kind of getting towards that. But the orchard takes a little while to get the actual return on investment. It's probably going to take about 2 years to get anything out of that. Let's up the speed a little bit. Like, it takes about 2 years for the trees to grow. And then, obviously, you can't get anything from them until they're actually mature. Fingers crossed we don't get hit with a blight. That happened the first time I built an orchard. Is that literally the year it started producing before we even got anything out of it? It got hit by some kind of a blight or a pest infestation or something. And I had to chop the entire thing down. So you lost 2 years worth of waiting for food. And it was a real setback. So who do we have coming up? He's gonna be 10 shortly. So will he, and her, and her. So we're gonna get about 4, maybe 5 more laborers fairly quickly here, which will be good. We're getting a good stock of logs now. But because we don't have any laborers, I'm not good. Well, I guess we do have some, right? We have that guy, and that guy are sitting around as laborers at the moment. So let's ask them to come down here and collect some more of this stone for our next building project. I'm not sure if I want to put in... Actually, you know what else let's do? Let's up this food limit to... Put it up to 10,000. I'm not sure if their limit is just the amount in the storehouses, or if it includes all the food in the houses as well. Because there is quite a lot in here. Like, this one has... Well, there's, you know, almost 100 there. That's actually probably about 100, 120, 130 or so food in each house. And it looks like our health is going back up, too. That was at 4 hearts before, wasn't it? Now it's at 4.5. So I guess their health is improving now that we've got kind of a more balanced diet. And our stone pile is at 45. Maybe we can grab some more. See if we can get some more from that and that. We may as well. Oh, and we got the 2 extra laborers. Let's assign them as builders and just have them sitting there, because I think we will start making the extra Forester's Lodge over there. We've got enough resources to do it. And then we'll assign the next other person, because we only need 3, right? Oh no, we need 4 for that. Oh, and there's 4 people. Alright, and we should be getting another one. We'll put them into the woodcutting job. And then we should be in a position to maybe start looking at building the trade depot, and maybe we can get some more seeds. Maybe we can get some more stuff to make another orchard, or actually maybe start planting some crops. Although we also do have... We do start with seeds. We could try putting another field right there with regular crops come this spring. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's put another crop field. We'll put a little bit of space between that one and that one. 15 by 15 right there. We'll get these guys to start chopping stuff down at the moment. There we go. I think food is maybe more important than getting the industry going right now. Once we get, you know, a good stable, once we're comfortable with the food we're getting, is then maybe when we will, there we go, start looking. Oh, so we actually could plant 2 different things, squash and beans. Now, I'm guessing crop rotation matters. Maybe we'll plant squash to begin with, although I'm not sure which ones are... Like, maybe it helps to rotate squash with beans. That's what I'm thinking. We'll ask them to plant squash. What's this going to do? No citizens are available to work. Okay. So we'll take 4 off of that and we'll put them into farming. And I'm going to guess because it's the middle of winter, they're not going to have anything to do here. Yeah, so they're just kind of sitting around at the moment. Let's extend the road out over here. And why not down between them? Since they're not doing anything, they have time to build that during the winter here. 4,000 food. Let's also maybe put in a barn. You know, just while we have these guys on hand, let's take a couple away from that, put them into here, and we'll build another barn. How do we want it oriented? Right there. Boom. We'll build another barn right there, just so it's right nice and close to the field, so that when they're harvesting, they don't have to go far to deposit everything. And it's still basically right in town. It's like right next to the houses, so the people won't have to go far to get the food either. There we go. Now, I think I had originally said that I was going to put the market over here, but, Oh, Asha the Builder died during childbirth. No laborers available to replace Asha. What was she doing? Who do we have a shortage of now? Oh, Asha the Builder. Okay, so she was just a builder. That's unfortunate. But fortunately, she wasn't critical to the food supply. Now, he probably remarried too, right? Who is Asha's husband, I wonder? Oh, we didn't have a cemetery for her either. That's gonna hurt happiness. Let's slap down a cemetery somewhere here, too. How about... How about right here? It's too late for Asha, but... Cemetery's too small. I guess it has to be of a certain size? Maybe we'll put it... There we go. 8x8 cemetery right there. Or 8x8 cemetery... right there. Put it right there. Then we'll get those trees, too. Does that leave us enough room for the trading post? I don't think so. Where else could we put it here? I don't think we can put it here now, maybe. We don't have enough water. Well, maybe we could put it here? No, it's not liking that either. There, we can put one there, so maybe that's where we'll put the trading post. It's not that far from everything. It's just kind of right over here. So that's where we'll put the trading post. Perfect. So we could put another fishing farm, or fishing place right there, too. Something to think about. Let's reassign these people to farmers now that we need farmers. And they are planting the crops. Let's... Fingers crossed that we don't have a early winter. They're working their butts off in there. Slow down time a little bit. Are we getting food in? Yeah, okay, so the gatherers are bringing food there now instead of all the way over here, I guess. Which is fine. Probably going to be getting venison and whatnot in here, too. Looks like some hide coats went in there from the tailors. We're at our tool limit, and at the moment that's fine. We're at the firewood limit, and that's probably fine, too. Now, unfortunately, because Asha died too soon, before we had built the cemetery, she doesn't get put in there, and we have to deal with the happiness cost of her death. But they also, people come and gather around here. I don't know, these public buildings tend to become meeting places of sorts. Let's build a road around that for no reason. Might help to put a road in through here, too, because people are making that trip quite a bit. In fact, let's do that. Let's extend that. I don't think we have any laborers on hand at the moment, though. 22% yield. I guess let's up the speed again. See what happens with that yield. I think that determines how much we get out of it at the end of the year, sort of thing. Like, of the maximum possible. Or maybe that's if we harvested it today, that's how much we would get from it. Hopefully by the end of the year we get more. I mean, I guess that's... I wonder why it looks like they're growing on this end and not on this end. There's no more people we could assign to this. Maybe it just fills in over the course of the year as things get, you know, further along. Florale the Forester died during childbirth. Crap. Well, we're good on wood. Whoever grows up next will become a forester, I guess. Probably this person, Eloise. Which is fine, we'll just have her go straight into that job. There we go. Eloise has become an adult and is working as a laborer. Let's put her straight into foresting. Oh, we're getting a yield increase there. Maybe it's seasonal. Eloise the tailor was killed by a falling tree. I guess you can die from falling. See, I was saying that. That you see the trees fall, and sometimes they die. Or sometimes, just on their own, and you never see them die, but I bet it could, and it did. It killed the person we had just assigned a job. That is unfortunate for her. We don't have a tailor on hand now, but we also don't really need one. We have 29 stored clothes. Are we looking at any children coming soon? Not super soon. Kind of feel like we should build another house, because we got this one here filled with people who are 37 and then all in their 20s. Yeah, let's do it. Let's build another house. Who can we take off a job to do that? Blacksmith, I guess? We don't need a lot of tools right at the moment. We're good on firewood, so we'll reassign the woodcutter. Make them both into builders. And we'll slap down another house. How about right there? Oh, and they're going to build the road too. Perfect. Good work, guys. There we go. They got all the materials there. Shouldn't take them long to build the house. Once we get a quarry, maybe we'll upgrade all of these to stone houses as well. There we go. Okay, let's take them off building. Put one back into blacksmithing. Put one back into woodcutting. We're good for the tailor. Oh, we're actually... Are we harvesting it? Looks like we are. Oh, we almost got all of it done. Nice. What kind of food output do we get from that? 552 squash. That's not a whole lot. Let's take a look at this. 585 squash. I was expecting more than that, quite honestly. But I'll take it. And we got nothing out of this one yet. Next year, though, I bet this will start producing. Those trees look pretty good. Nice and big, and lots of branches. I'm thinking next year we're going to get a good harvest out of the peaches. But I think maybe we'll end this episode at this point. We're doing okay. We got the farm. We actually got a first harvest out of it. Some squash. We'll replant the squash again next year. Oh, and we got another adult who we will pause here quick for a second, and maybe we'll put them into tailor. There we go. Okay, so all of the jobs are full again, even though we lost poor Eloise. Who else? And Florale and Asha this year. Not a good year. Lost 3 people, but we have a total of 39, including 10 children. So once again, I am Nigad. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Take care.